All right, friends, it's Cian. I'm back with a new video, man. We're gonna do a quick educational video here one more time. So I'm gonna talk about this one in NCBI. It's called the muscle damage from eccentric exercise, mechanisms, mechanical signs, whatever. So one of the things they always post up here, like from Frontiers, because this one's from Frontiers, mechanisms of exercise-induced muscle damage. This is what they said: exercise-induced muscle damage. That is a training. This theory, initially proposed by Morgan, suggests that during exercise contractions, the weakest sarcomeres or even half sarcomeres will absorb most of the length change, but only in muscle damage, not people stretching exercises, wasting their time. Only if they ever get damaged. Okay, here's the thing. When you read this, when you understand this part, okay, here, I got to bring it up, all right? So it's from this section here: muscle damage, eccentric exercise, mechanisms, whatever, okay, adaptation. So in eccentric exercise, okay, a unique feature right there. A unique feature of eccentric exercise is that untrained subjects become stiff and sore the next day, the day afterwards, because of damage to muscle fibers, okay? So one of these things is a second period of exercise a week after the first produces what? Much less damage. Why is that? Why is that? Because this is a result of an adaptation process. One proposed mechanism for this adaptation is an increase in what? Sarcomere number in muscle fibers. Now, what are sarcomeres? That's one proposed. Also, there's a repair and a remodeling. There's a bunch of stuff. There's myofibrillar growth, a whole bunch of things going on there that's growing muscles when it's damaged. But this happens to be one of them, the sarcomeres. What are the sarcomeres? They're the spongy material, get it? That spongy material, the actin, myosin, and all that, the contractile proteins that allow you to stretch your muscles out, get it? Okay, so when they lengthen now, when they damage and then they lengthen, and you try to stretch them again with a second bout, well, they don't get stretched anymore because they're overstretched. Get it? They grew longer to protect themselves from what? From getting damaged. Get it? Okay. That's why it's really hard to grow muscles. You understand me? So how did they protect themselves from any more damage? Well, they grew what? There was an increase in sarcomere number in muscle fibers. You grew muscles. Get it? This leads to a secondary shift in the muscle's optimum length for active tension. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, the ability of muscle to rapidly adapt following the damage from eccentric exercise. That's how it adapts by growing muscles so it doesn't get damaged anymore. Get it? It's more resistant from any damage. The ability of muscle to rapidly adapt from damage from eccentric exercise raises the possibility of whatever. So we know that all forms of exercise carried out vigorously can become painful, yes. But only one form of exercise, eccentric exercise, if we are unaccustomed to it, leaves us stiff and sore the next day. Yeah. During eccentric exercise, the contraction muscle forcibly lengthens. It definitely does. One common encounter example of eccentric exercise is downhill walking. And when you walk downhill, what happens? You're against force of gravity. And this process, the muscles undergo what? An eccentric contractions. With each step, immediately after the exercise, there is no pain. This sets in what? Several hours later and peaks about 48 hours. Why several hours later? Why doesn't it go in right away? Because it damages. It's the repeated bout effect phenomenon. It's like when somebody punches you in the head, you don't feel it till the next day, dude. It is thought to result from muscle damage produced from what? Eccentric exercise, yeah. It doesn't do it uphill, it's always down. An interesting or important feature is that the adaptation process, a second bout of eccentric exercise a week after the first, leaves us much less stiff and sore. Why? Because it's adapting by creating more sarcomeres to prevent from getting damaged. The ability of muscle to rapidly adapt to damage from eccentric exercise to do what? To prevent further damage. You understand me? The ability, right here. The ability of muscle to rapidly adapt to the damage from eccentric exercise is to do what? Is to prevent further damage. Yeah, get it? Provides the opportunity for what? So if it prevents further damage, if that's the adaptation to prevent you from further damage, then if you don't get damaged, then you can't build any what? Any more muscle, you dumbasses. Get it? Yeah, man. So I don't even know what else to say here. I can talk about this too at the bottom here. They talk about more stuff here. Look, unaccustomed eccentric exercise, their possibility mechanisms, blah, 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 blah. A degree of protection available to the individual in the event of exposure to further eccentric exercises on how this kind of knowledge might be useful in clinical whatever. Yeah, it protects. See what I mean? How does it protect it? By giving you sarcomere number and muscle fibers, broski. So this is one proposed method, okay, dude? So I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll talk to you later. I told you, that's how it works, dude. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.